उपलब्ध छन्। यति मात्र होइन, चाडपर्वको अवसरमा रेमन्ड कम्पनीको कपडा सिलाइमा एउटा सर्ट तथा 3 पीस सिलाइमा कोट कभर र टाई पनि सित्तैमा उपलब्ध गराइन्छ। यो मौकाको सदुपयोग गर्ने समय अब तपाईको हातमा। उमेश टेलरिङ सेन्टर, पैयो गाउँपालिका 4, हातेमालो चोक, हुवास पर्वत। प्रोप्राइटर उमेश रनपाल। सम्पर्क फोन नम्बर 067 411 082 र मोबाइल नम्बर 98 467 13 449।
के तपाईँ रेडियो टेलिभिजनमा काम गर्न र सफल उद्घोषक बन्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
तपाईँ हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ वालिङ टेलिभिजन।
Namaste and good evening all the viewers of Waling television, and welcome you all on this virtual class of English. It's me Dipak Lamsal again, the English teacher of Sri Punamrit Bhavani Secondary School. And today, dear viewers, most of the students frequently ask me about reported speech, which plays the crucial role in speaking and writing. In your curriculum of class 10, which I have already dealt with you about the specification grid, the grammatical item reported speech also occupies the dominant place in the textbook, and the curriculum has also prioritized about it. So, today for my dear students who are preparing SEE and waiting for taking the examination, I am going to deal with you, support, and I expect some of the questions from you about the reported speech. First of all, you have already known, you have already studied about this reported speech in your classes from the beginning to now, and this part of grammar or reported speech plays your proficiency and efficiency, especially in writing the correct grammatical answers. Okay. So, it is really useful to you to answer correctly by in the reading comprehension too, as well as in your writing paragraphs and other areas of writing. So, why I have chosen the reported speech? You may surprise about it. I have chosen the reported speech because it is the very valuable grammatical item. Okay. So, before you read, you learn what is reported speech. To learn reported speech, you must be clear about these two speeches. First one is direct, and the direct speech. The next one is indirect speech. Indirect. Now, you may ask me, you may question me how we can identify or how we can recognize the direct and indirect speech. Now, let us see the example. For example, Ram said, I like dancing. You notice the sentence here. Okay. Now, you mark comma and you see inverted comma, because the speaker's original or the direct words are expressed in direct speech. Original, it is indicated by this quotation mark, you know. So, if you see this one, then you know this is direct speech. The speaker's original words or the words spoken by the speaker is presented in direct speech, but in case of indirect speech, now you see the example here. Ram said that he liked dancing. Okay. That I put that in the parenthesis. It means as you like. If you like, you can use that, or it does not matter whether you omit that too. Okay. So, you mark what is the differences, then the comma after said there is comma is removed or the omitted, and then the inverted comma had been omitted. So, you know, in the indirect speech, when the speaker's original words has been presented by the others, that is called indirect speech. In our daily conversation, we have to present, we have to express many other people's words. Okay. So, in your school, your teacher may tell you something, some matters, your teacher may teach you some lessons, then you have to go back to your house and then tell your parents, brothers, sisters and others. So, in this sense, you use this indirect speech. You tell the teacher's word indirectly. So, that is called the indirect speech. So, in your textbook, especially reporting statement, reporting commands and reporting questions, three lessons separately given there. Okay. So, as 3 lessons are separately presented in your textbook, in your curriculum, then you become very clear about it that it has the dominant place in our curriculum. So, to learn about the reported speech, you should first learn about the types of sentences. Okay. Though it is very simple, very easy to identify, but without learning the types of sentences, without noticing the types of sentences, nobody can use or can change or the given sentences into indirect speech correctly. So, how many types of sentences you may see some examples here. Suppose I go to market. I go to market. see one sentence. Okay. Now another you may see go to market, or do you go to market, or you may say where do you go. You may see these 4 types of sentences. Okay. So, let us see in the first sentence, I, subject, you see the subject here, or there may be I do not go to market, it might be negative too, or in next one you may say do not go to market. Okay. Now, in the second sentence you see the subject is omitted, subject is removed from there. Okay. So, now the third one you see the sentence begins with the auxiliary verb and you see there is question mark at the end. Okay. Do you notice me clearly? Dear students, you notice very clearly what type of sentences are there. Okay. First, without learning, without having known about the types of sentences, about the categories, and this type of sentences, then you cannot solve the problems given there. So, be careful about it. Should be very much careful. What we actually have to change in direct and indirect speech, I will come later, though you should be clear about this type of sentences. So, the next one, last one is where. Okay. And then there is question mark. Okay. This type of, so if you like to name this type of sentences, the first one is, this is you see declarative or assertive sentences, or you very simple words you see this is statement. Okay. Very simply you can see this is statement. Okay. Now, the next one is, you see there is the subject is omitted here, you cannot see subject, I is subject here, but in the second sentence you cannot see there. So, this is what we say imperative sentences, or in simple we say this is command. Okay. The simple language, if you try to remember, okay, this is command. Now, the third one is, you see this is question, and this is also question, this is also question. But you notice the differences between these two type of questions. The first one is, we normally say this is yes no question, and the second one is called WH question, because this second sentence is begun with WH word. Okay. You see, do you notice about it? Okay. This is the way we recognize, just very simply to remind it, you remind whether this is a statement, is command or question. So, you can recognize it simply by noticing the subject and the full stop, then you see there is no subject and ends in full stop. It might be positive and negative, and then it does not matter whether it is positive or negative. So, this is, you see, do you go to market, you see the question mark here, and you see this one question mark, and question, and you can easily notice about the differences of the words begun, and then this is where, where do you go, and you see question mark here. And the next one is another one, you may tell me. So, what a good person you are. Okay, you see what a good person you are, and then you see there is no auxiliary. You see this one, this mark, and this mark is especially called, what is that mark? Can you tell? This is exclamation mark. You know, exclamation mark. So, this type of sentence is also called exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory, or we say, for very simply, for the exclamatory or the for exclamatory sentence, we can simply tell it exclamation. EXCLAMATION, exclamation. Then you may surprise, you may express your surprise, sorrow, upset, and so on, many more. Okay, you see this one. So, first, before you learn about the reported speech, you learn the very clear concept of sentences. Okay, if you learn the sentences very clearly, then you can easily write the answers asked to you, answer the questions asked to you from the comprehension passage. Okay, comprehension passage. You see, there are so many comprehension passages, there are so many types of questions, and especially the questions are the other items in your curriculum are not repeated. Okay, they are not repeated, but the questions are repeated. Okay, these yes, no, and WS questions are frequently repeated. So, you must be very clear how to write the answers. Then, if you learn the sentences and what type of sentences are used in the given text, then you can easily read, and you learn the questions, and you learn what the questions seek for, or ask for, or search for, and then you go to the comprehension passage, and you easily find the answers. Because reading, in the case of reading, you should write the answers of 40 marks in your final examination. So, without having learnt about it, you cannot answer the questions asked to you by reading the comprehension passage. So, I like to teach you this topic, and then most of the students also ask me about to assist them, to help them from our Waling television decks about the reported speech. So, I like to enter on this topic. So, you know very clearly about this statement, what type of sentence, statement or declarative or the assertive sentences. Now, the second one is command, the third question and question. Okay, WS question, question, and then exclamation. You see, you notice there the exclamation mark. Okay, now you have already learned about the what type of how can we identify what type of sentences are direct and indirect. Now, I go again there. So, this is the only background information for you, because without having the basis or the foundations, without learning the basic concepts, you cannot solve the problems or this item. So, I like to go to the basic information for you. Okay, then let us see. I again go to the next one, the first same. Okay, you see here. Now, you see these two. Okay, this first one, you see this one, and this two. Okay, then this two. Now, this one we tell it for reporting speech. Reporting speech. and then for this we tell reported speech. Reporting speech and reported speech. Okay. First you know. Okay. Now reporting speech, sometimes we can say the reporting verb, then you learn whether the sentence is statement, it is whether it is said or it is whether it is commanded, whether it is asked, you learn very clearly. Now here reporting speech and reported speech, you know, Ram is here, Ram, you know, Ram is a male or boy, and I, you see I here, I means, you know, this Ram, okay, because this is the quotation, the sentences given in the quotation is actually told by Ram. Okay, dear viewers, do you know about it? Told by Ram. So Ram said, I like dancing. I like dancing. So if you report this, then Ram, for Ram you tell, obviously you tell he. Okay, Ram said, but I means not me, it's Ram. So we change this I clearly changes to ye. And when you report, then you have to change the verb into past, because the sentence had already been told, the time is already past. Okay, so like changes into liked. Okay, you see, I like dancing, Ram said, then you clearly change Ram said that, because you are reporting now he liked dancing. Okay, this is the general or concept of changing the sentences from direct to indirect speech, because this report, the verb of the reporting speech is in the past, you know. So you see here it is in past, and then we do this. Okay, now let us see the another example. Ram said to me, okay, Ram said to me, I am learning English. Okay, see, Ram said to me, I am learning English. Okay, now I have already known this is called reporting speech. Okay, and then reported speech. Now the difference is that in the previous sentence there is only said. Now in this sentence you see said to. So if there is said to change it into told. Okay, now can you change the sentences? Ram, same, Ram told me, okay, that, Ram told me that. Okay, then Ram and then I. So what happened here? E and then M changes into words and then learning English. Okay. Now in the similar sentence, what happens if there is Sita? Sita said to me, I am learning English. What to do? Now you think in the first sentence there is what? Male, and then now there is what? Female, and then we cannot write he here. Then how to change? See. Okay. Now Sita. Okay. If we write Sita, then this you write here Sita told me that she was learning English. Okay. Let's see the another sentence. Sita says I like solving maths problem. Okay. Sita says I like solving maths problem. Okay. Now you notice this reporting speech. Now said, but here says. The reporting verb. Okay. The verb of the reporting speech is in present. Okay. Is the verb of the reporting speech is in present, then we should not change the verb into past tense, because reporting is in present. So, how to change? Sita says, you can write that. Okay. Sita says that, and then Sita. This is Sita. You notice here, and then I changes into she, and then this the you notice the subject. Then not like, the likes. Sita likes, and then solving maths problems. Okay, you may write problems. Okay. Now says. So if there is says, means if the verb of the reporting speech is in present tense, the tense of the verb should not or the must not be changed. Okay. This is also the another factor. Okay. Similarly, you can see Sita says to me. Okay. Now you notice here there is only says, and now says to. Okay. And then the same. Okay. I help you. Okay. Now you see the next one, second person is there. I help you. Okay. Now first person I, the second person you. There is the occurrence of two pronouns. Okay. You notice here. Now in the case of changing pronoun, you always notice S O N. Okay. S O N upon 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is very popular. You have you must have learnt about it. Okay. So here yes, you see one means here first person changes according to the subject, means I changes according to subject of the reporting verb. Okay. And then next one, O by 2 means second person. You have already known, you have already learnt about it. And then change according to the object of the reporting verb. Object of the reporting verb here, this says to is the reporting and then reporting speech, the verb of the reporting speech is says to, and then the object of the reporting speech is what? Me changes, okay, you changes according to the object, okay. Then and then 3 n generally this is symbolic, and then n oblique 3 means the third person of the reported speech should not be changed, okay. Third person, he, she, they, you know, this type of persons should not be changed there, okay. Now let us see, you must have copied these sentences if you need, okay. Now here Sita says to me, I help you. Now let us see, let us change says to this one changes into tells, okay. Now you can say Sita tells me, okay. Now you may write that, okay. Sita tells me that, okay. You see first person I, Sita, is very clear here, and then tells me that, she, and then not helps because she, then helps, okay. And then me, you see me here, Sita tells me, you to me, and then the main that she helps me, you changes into me, okay. Because the second person you changes according to the object of the reporting speech, okay. Now you say reporting verb says to reporting verb, or there might be sometimes there might be some other questions. Suppose Gopal has just said, okay, I finish the work. Gopal has just said, I finished the work, okay. See, Gopal has just, and you may say said here, but here has just, has the verb, auxiliary verb has also indicate the present tense, okay. So in this case also the tense of the verb should not be transformed or the changed to past tense, okay. Should not be changed to past tense, okay. Now how to change here? Now let us see. Gopal has just said that, okay. Now I, you see I, this Gopal, okay, Gopal and I, and then he finishes, not finished, okay. It's not ed, finished. Why? Because has, okay. You know this very clearly. Regular verb changes by adding ed in the past, okay. Gopal has just said that he finishes the work, okay. He finishes the work, okay. Now you may again ask me some questions. If the what to do if there is future. Now let us see one example of future, okay. You see this one, S by 1, because you have already prepared for SE, so I don't like to go in very depth or in detail, you know something about it. Okay, first person subject. Okay, you see very clearly first person, you know, yes means this one means first person, you know, I, we, and then me, my, us. Okay, changes according to subject of the reporting speech, not the reported speech, you know, reporting speech. And then O of 2, you see 2 means this second person, your changes according to the object of the reporting speech, not the reported speech, you know, the object of the reported speech, you know, changes according to the same object of the reporting speech. Okay, same object of the reporting speech, and the second person of the second person changes according to the object of the reporting speech, not the reported speech. Okay, now n 3 means if there is third person in the reported speech, and it should not be changed. Okay, means third person does not come or does not change into the first and second person. Okay, are you clear about it? Okay, be clear about it. Then you try to remember, try to rewind, and try to keep it in your mind, because then it is very useful. Then sometimes, as I have already told you, in the reading newspaper and others, then you should change such type. You should retrieve the message from there. Then as you should retrieve the message from there, then you should try to this one. Okay. Now let us go to the next example. You like to see one example of future. Suppose Gita will say, okay, I am playing. Okay, Gita will say, I'm playing. Okay, you see this will say. Okay, you see the tense of the reporting speech is in future tense. Okay, you learned about the tense past tense of the reporting speech is in past, and then present, and then in present perfect, and this one is in future. Okay, suppose Gita will say, I'm playing. You see now you know very clearly Gita, and this first person and then subject. Okay, and you mark the tense. Okay, now to say Gita will say, and that Gita will say that, and then this Gita, and then I see. Okay, he is playing. Okay, Gita will say she is playing. Not I am. I changes into she, am, is. Not was. It's not was. Why? You know, this is will say. If there is will say, this one reporting, the tense of the reporting speech is in future, and then it must not be in past tense. Okay, it should not be changed. The verb should not be changed into past. Okay, these are the some of the thing you should care about changing. Now let's see the another example. Same thing. My teacher my teacher said the earth is round. Okay. My teacher said the earth is round. Okay. See the sentence here. Now, the tense of the reporting verb is in past, but the words of the reported speech indicates truth, universal truth. The words, if the words of the reported speech, indicates universal truth or the facts. Fact means to and to make or makes for. These are the facts. Okay. Then the tense of the reported speech are not changed. It's not changed. Okay. The tense of the reported speech is not changed. Means, so this is does not change into was, because it is universal truth. Okay. Most of the junior students make such type of mistakes in the examination. So they are in hurry, they are in rush. They only write. They don't care such type of thing. And then they make mistake. Okay. So this is what we call. Now how we can change this sentence is, my teacher said, okay, that my teacher said that, and then the earth is now full stop. Okay. Now, if the words of the reported speech indicate universal truth or fact, the tense of the tense or the of the reported speech are not changed. Tenses are not changed. Okay. Do you notice about it? This is, as I have already marked, was. Okay. And then all the examples, okay, all the examples and how to change the pronouns, okay, in the especially in the in the statement, okay, statement. Okay, let's say in statement you learn all the types of sentences. Okay, suppose what to do for said, said to, for in the case of reporting speech, said, said to, says, says to, has said, will say, and then said and the universal truth. You mark all these factors in the statement. So, if you read all this, if you clear all this, if you read and clear all these factors or the matters of the sentences, then you can easily solve the problems. Okay. While writing the answers in the comprehension passage 2, you mark the pronoun and tenses, in which tense and what type of pronouns are used in the question, and you answer accordingly, according to the question. So your questions and the answers must be suited to each other. Okay, that is the factor. Now let's go to next one. next we call the next one in we suppose go to market. Okay, I have already given you this example, go to market. You see, go to market. If you say Hari said go to market. Now you see this one, the said the reporting speech. In the reporting speech, the verb is said, but you know the sentence very clearly that this is not said. This is not stated. Okay, this is command. So if this is command or this is imperative sentence, okay, then you cannot use this said. This said should not be used in command or in imperative sentences. Okay, in this case you write either you write told, or you might write commanded, or you may write asked, whatever you like. Okay, many more. Okay, told, commanded, asked, then the person must be clear, whom. Okay, or, okay, or you might write or, him, okay, me, us. Okay, you can write them, anyone you can write. Okay, then what? The conjunction must be to. In the in the assertive sentences or in the statement, what is there? That if there is I go to market, that he went to market. Okay, look, notice the differences. Okay, you should notice the differences. Hari told or commanded or asked or anything. Her, him, me, us, them, any can to. Now write in a small letter, go to market. Okay, why to go to market? Very clearly this is command. Okay, this is command. So the case of command, to go to market. Okay, now in the same way, Gopal said again, Gopal said, do your homework daily. Okay, see, do your homework daily. You see this one. Okay, now the teacher said, don't eat in class. Don't eat in class. Okay, see these two types of sentences. The first one is positive, and the second one is negative. Now you notice here the second person. Okay, second person, if there is second person is given there, and then there must be object. Okay, it should be changed. It is changed according to the object. It is changed according to the object of the reporting speech. Okay, now you see, let's say Gopal Gopal. Now you cannot write said here because it is not said, it is a command, okay, or maybe suggestion, okay, or told or asked. You can write, okay, Gopal suggested, okay, suggested or told, okay, Gita. You write Gita there because you know the object of the reporting speech is Gita. Now you notice Gita here. Now your, okay. Gopal suggested or the told Gita then to do her. Why her? Gita, okay. See Gita and then her, okay. Gita to do her homework daily, okay. Gopal suggested, told, or you may write asked Gita to do her homework daily. Now if there is Ram, then how we write? Gopal suggested Ram to do his homework daily, like this, because this comma, inverted comma all are omitted because it is indirect speech. In the indirect speech, all the or the commas, inverted commas should be omitted, okay. Now next one is the teacher said don't eat in class. Now you know the teacher advised students, okay. You write like this. It's very easier to change it into indirect speech. The teacher advised, okay, the students, the teacher advised the students, and then what? The teacher advised the students don't eat in class or don't, okay. Don't changes into not to, okay. You see, you mark this don't, change it into not to, and then eat in class, okay. The teacher advised the students not to eat in class. So if you write forbade here instead of advice or instead of other reporting, other verbs of the reporting speech, if you write forbade, forbade is itself negative, okay. Do you learn about it? The forbade, the word forbade is itself negative. All the others are same. Suppose the teacher forbade the students all the others are same, okay. Only instead of advice we write forbade, okay. Forbade is itself negative, it is the negative word. So instead of not, we don't write not because it's negative. So to eat in class, this not here. If you write not to here, this is wrong, it's not right, okay. So most of the students in the examination, when they solve the problems in hurry, okay, they are in rush, okay, because they have to solve many more problems, okay. So they are in rush and sometimes they write forbade here and not here. So they may make mistake like this, okay. So as they make mistakes like this, then should not write not, okay. Forbade the students to eat in class and the teacher advised the students not to eat in class, okay. In case of this command, okay, in the command you only notice these two types of exercises. Now, what is the differences? Now, let us see differences. Suppose let us see. Okay, let us see. Hari said, okay, I clean the room. Okay, there might be says to, or has just said, or will say, and notice you notice the such type of verbs of the reporting speech, you know. So, without caring the verbs of the reporting speech, then you cannot change, okay, the tenses of the reported speech. Now, next the same questions. Let us see next one. Hari said, okay, do okay, said clean the room. Okay, the sentence, you see the difference. This in these two sentences, in the first sentence there is I, but in the second sentence there is no I. Then you cannot see I here. Means the subject is understood there. Okay, as the subject is understood there, then how can you change? Hari, okay, said. Now that, why that? You don't need to write any object of the reporting speech. You don't need to write anything, because this is statement. You know, Hari stated this, or Hari told this. Okay. Now you say Hari said that, then what is first person I, Hari, okay, he, and then cleaned. Why cleaned? The verb of the reporting speech is in past. So, as it is past, and it must be written in past. Okay. So, cleaned, okay, and then the room. Okay. And then the next case, Hari told. Hari may say asked me, because me, okay. Then whom Hari asked to do the work. Okay, Hari told or asked me, and then so it is we don't write a said here, because this is not said. This is command. Okay, so we cannot write said there. Okay, Hari told or asked me, then what, to clean the room. You write that and then to. Okay, this is because of the types of sentence, because the first one is statement and the second one is command. Okay, or the first one is declarative, or you say in very simple language you say assertive sentence, and the second one is the imperative or the command. So, you notice how the verbs of the reporting speech changed. Okay, how the verb of the reporting speech changed, and then how we use the conjunction in the two sentences. Okay, and then how we change the tense, and after two, this clean must not be changed into like cleaned. Okay, if you write cleaned by mistake, it's wrong. Okay, because you see this is to clean the room, not to cleaned the room. Okay, it's, if you write like this, it's also you do some mistakes here. Then he cleaned, but in the first sentence or the former sentences, you see he cleaned the room. Okay, this is how we change the sentences. Okay, now let us see. You mark about the two types of sentences. The first one, statement. How we can change statement into indirect speech, and then second one is command. How you can change command into indirect speech. And you learn about SON. Okay, SON 1, 2, 3. Okay, first person according to the subject, and the second person according to the second person pronouns according to the object of the reporting speech or the reporting verb, and the third person should not be changed or the must not be changed there. Okay, now especially to remind it very simply, let us go to third type of sentence. Okay, third type of SON oblique 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then especially what you notice about it is while changing the sentences from direct to indirect speech, you should be clear about PTA. If you remind PTA, then you can easily change the sentence. Okay, so P means you mark the pronoun either according to the subject of the reporting speech or the object of the reporting speech, and the T you mark the tense. Tenses should be changed into corresponding past. For example, is, if there is is, then it is changed into was. Okay, am, same was, and then if there is goes, it changes into went. Similarly, and then simple past, and you changes into past perfect, and which change in the next class. I will talk about the tenses and the adverbials. I don't talk about the adverbials today. Adverbials means if there is now, I don't use any adverbials today's class. Now changes into then, today, that day. Similarly. Okay, thanks for watching Waling television and viewing us, and like to thank you for your patience, and then hope you will enjoy my class and our classes, and support us by sending some questions on the help desk of Waling television. Thank you all for watching us patiently. Thank you.
तपाई हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ वालिङ टेलिभिजन।
बेस्टको धमाका पोखरामा पढाइसँगै मनोरञ्जन, सिप र कला। Best Academy Pokhara, Best Bridge Course Center for SEE appeared students. Our program: Science, Management, Hotel Management, Nursing, SE, Lab, Pharmacy. Every Saturday, swimming, basketball,